Yes, we are live. We are live. Hello, our viewers. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. This is the Digital Business Talk again this week. I'm so much excited. I'm so much excited to be here again with my business partner, Kathy, and we have a special guest. I want Kathy to be the one to introduce our special guest, to welcome our special guest to introduce herself. But I am so much excited to be here today again. People have been waiting, Kathy, about this. When is the digital business talk? They are asking me when is it. I told them it's just about to get started, and they are willing to really dive in this digital business talk and learn more from our special guest tonight, how it feels like to be a business owner. So Kathy, the floor is yours. Can you welcome our
Oh
guest?
my God. You couldn't imagine how I was excited. You have seen my live earlier in my page, right? I was saying that, oh my God, I'm really, really excited to meet and really get to know the experiences, hear about the results that, our guest is experiencing from the day that she started her digital business. And this is something that would really encourage people that there is really a way for a typical person to really achieve the lifestyle that they wanted, that they dream of, right? And it's really, I'm so goosebump right now because I was so blessed to have a privilege to really have good business friends inside the community, such as you. But of course, for those, please tell us where are you watching. We are so happy, excited, and I hope you miss us, and I hope you watch our last week's episode. I mean, it was really a good, very, very good topic. But you better watch this time because you have to hear real lives, real success stories.
Yes, that is really so much amazing. And our topic for today is how it feels like to own an online business. Many people ask a lot of questions. How does it feel like? How does, not only feeling, but how do I get started without having skills, without having what? Today we are going to hear from our business owner. These are live testimonies of business owners, and we are so much honored. I and Kathy are so much honored to have our guest here tonight. And for those who are following us for the very first time, I am called Sunday. And with my business partner, Kathy, we always have our digital business talk every weekend, sometimes on this page and sometimes on Kathy's page. And we are educating people, inspiring people about online business and about life too. So today we are so much excited to have our special guest here. So, yeah, can you introduce yourself as special guest?
Oh, yes. Thank you, you guys, for inviting me. I'm feeling so honored tonight. I've been watching you. I'm a business owner, but I've been watching you for some time, not missing out on any. And I was like, so when the invitation came, it was like a dream come true. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, our dear viewers, wherever you're watching us from. We know that you're all over the world because our business is international and global. Yeah, my name is Essie Nabulime Heinemann. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a teacher by profession, I'm a child of God. I live in Erfurt, Germany for 8 years now, but I'm originally from Uganda, East Africa, and I'm a digital business owner for about 7 months now. Yeah. Anything more?
All
That
right.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, you are one heck of a pack. You're all packaged in one. Oh my God, you're a superwoman. I so admire you. But before we start, I want to, of course, acknowledge our viewers who are watching all over the world. I want to shout out to Miney Munezero watching us from the US. All right. Wow, we're all the way to the US. We have
Hi.
Betty Chaplin, watching from South Sudan. See, we're all over the place.
Yes.
And Kegomo Ditswe Holly. which is who is watching us in Botswana. So imagine how global this is, and imagine how people are really being reached out. And of course, you know, I understand that business is not always the smoothest as possible, right? Because it's also with me, it's always a learning curve at the start. You've been doing this for 7 months. Would you share to the audience, I mean, share to us, it would be great to understand and feel, how did you started this? I mean, how was the process of startup for your business? 7 months, it's like for me, like most of the business right now, they even stop like 2 months because of pandemic, right? But you're reaching 7 months, and us, of course, for how many years already, right? Imagine how it is really sustainable. But can you share us, how did you start? How did you manage to know about or what went through you to really start this business?
Thank you so much, Kathy. So, like I said, I'm an immigrant from Uganda. And so, of course, if you leave your country to go to another country, many things change. For in many aspects in life, you have to start from zero. I was 33 when I came to German, and I had been teaching for over 10 years in Uganda. So my career was already built and everything was in place. So, and here I am in this new country where I don't speak the language. Of course, I knew a little bit of the German language, but I needed to go back to school and learn the language to this level where I can really speak it. I came with children who had to go to school, to new schools, new system, everything. But God has been so good to me. I always say this first. The Lord was always with me, just like He got me from Uganda to Germany, just like He got Abraham from his home to the land of Canaan. The Lord was so good to me that everything I thought about doing went really quick. After 2 years of living in Germany, I was already licensed to work as a teacher in my profession, which I did in Uganda without having to go back to the university here in Germany. I just put in my papers and like, here are my papers, I studied this, and they gave me a few tests. Then they gave me a language test, which was the hardest, and I passed everything just by God's grace. So I started working as a teacher. I love that profession, by the way, and that's why I could come to Germany and look for other things, but I said, I love this profession. I love it. So I started working as a teacher in 2017. I first worked in a church school, which was very okay, very nice. Then I was transferred, or I got an opportunity to work in a government school. So that we call it in Uganda, we call it payroll. Sunday, you know that term. She's on the
Yeah, yeah.
government payroll. So I was on the government payroll. And which I thought this was going to be a blessing. This government payroll job turned out not so good. The job did not like me. It happens. So at the end of the day, after like a few months, I was very unhappy with this job. I was really down. I saw my life going down, down, and down. Like the job didn't like me. I didn't get in a good relationship with my students, with their parents. Things were really tough. But I knew I had to work. If one of you, if some of you watching us are immigrants, you know what it means to be an African immigrant. I had to go to work, however bad this work was. And on top of that, I had to look for a side job. So here I was, the job was bad enough. And again, I had to go for a side job because I had to make ends meet. I have a family here. I have to support my husband and the children. But back home, I also have another family to support. My mother is there. I mean, my siblings, okay, they can do, but sometimes they also need some support. If you know, you really know. So for that matter, as an immigrant, most of us immigrants have to take on a side job, sometimes even two. There is a time when I had a side job which I worked on afternoon after my classes, and another one for Saturday. And you know, I knew that life was not good. I was tired all the time. I didn't have time for my children. I have two sons. They are uh, actually now teenage boys. I didn't have time for them. I had to be all the time from this job to the other because uh, bills had to be paid. And that was so
Yeah.
I somehow resigned to this life. I was like, yeah, however tired I am, but this is my life. But I didn't like it. And one thing about me is when I don't like something, I start praying about or against it. So I started praying against my situation. So I started praying against my situation, and every time I've prayed, God has answered. And one thing I had to learn earlier in life is to know how God answers, because not God answer to prayers are not always straightforward. So the way this prayer was answered was the coming of the pandemic. Pandemic hit 2020, and we were at home, which means I couldn't do my two side jobs anymore. And I had to depend on this one salary from the job which I didn't like. And on the other side, I was at home, so my job got better because I didn't have to be in constant contact with the people who did not really accept me. I was working online, I was working behind my computer. There was a little bit of safety. And so this is when the answer started to come to unfold for me, for my situation. So I can't go back because one job was in a supermarket and the other one was in a restaurant. So both the places were closed down and were locked up. So I continued. So during this first phase of the pandemic, I was working at home, and I realized we were doing everything online, including shopping. You could not even go to a shop to buy yourself a winter jacket. So we ended up like ordering everything online. And in my mind, I got a thought like, if I'm buying everything online, it means someone is earning money online. And if someone is earning money online and I'm spending money online, why can't I earn money online? So I just posed myself this question and I left it there because I didn't have any idea. First of all, I didn't have any thought of starting a business. I've never done one for the 40 years I've been living. And even my family is not business oriented. We are just career oriented. So business was not in the picture. I thought about something like, can I do a blog? You know, you do a blog, you know, your followers. I heard about those things. I started researching about them. Every time I would research, they would tell me you need a coach, these online coaches, and that costs a lot of money. The programs, everything was very expensive. And remember, I was looking for something to do online to earn money. So we went on like that. Fast forward to 2021. Actually, my first contract of the payroll was expiring in July, and I had made up my mind I wasn't going back to this job because the more I prayed about the job, the worse it got. And for me, that was one way of the Lord answering my prayer, showing me that this is not the job for you. This cannot be your life. So I was still thinking about it. What am I going to do? But I knew deep inside me there's something online I can do, a job or a blog or a business to earn an income. So fast forward in 2021 in July, that's when the answer came finally. And I came across this ad in my Facebook feeds. It was a lady from Kenya who also lives in Germany, and she was talking about an online business where you don't need any experience, where the training is provided. Remember, I was looking for the training or coaching to start a blog. And actually, trainings provided was the key word for me. I was like, oh, okay, training is provided. And I was like, training is provided free of charge. Of course, I knew there is no free of charge business. That much I knew, much as I didn't know anything about the business. So I clicked on ad. I registered my name, email, and I got this first email. And I read through it, and they were saying, if you can't wait, watch the replay. I clicked on the link to watch the replay. I watched it right away. Everything happened within about 2 hours time, I think, or less, because the webinar is 90 minutes. So I watched the webinar, and yeah, that was it. And I should also give a background of my trust for the internet, for things online. 10 years back, I met my husband online. I was in Uganda and was he in
Oh my
Germany.
God. That's nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Everything
And
possible in
so
life.
yeah, yeah. So this time around, I was like, I thought, first of all, I knew I was spending money online and I wanted to earn money online. Second of all, I know I don't want to go back to this job. This was about 2 weeks to expire of my contract. And I'd made up my mind. So I don't want to go back to my job. And I've been looking for something to do online. And I love everything online because of that experience, because of that background. And I was determined. Actually, I met my husband online on an online dating portal was the confirmation that if it happened in the past, it can happen again. 10 years ago, I was a single mother of 2 boys, and I was actually not looking for a partner, but somehow I landed into a group of people who told me you can meet a partner online. And I believed, and I went on a search, and I got a partner who turned out to be a wonderful husband. And then I said, when this business again came, I said, here it is again. Here it is again. And the funny thing, it's between this year 2000, the other time it was 2011, 2012, and now it was 22. So I was like, this can't be a coincidence. And yeah, I went inside with my whole being. I contacted my mentor to be. I actually first paid the 149 before contacting, and my mentor contacted me actually. And I watched the video. My husband was skeptical first of all because he does not, skeptical, just skeptical. And secondly, we didn't have the money to start any business. Much as we've been working for this time, taking on side jobs, we were still so broke. We didn't have any money on the card. So my husband was like, you're now losing your job and you're talking about investing on those online scam businesses. But my heart was so convinced. So I told him, you know what? I'm paying just 149 and look inside. If it's not it, yeah, I'm going to get a refund. So I said, are you sure you get a refund? He said, I'm sure I get a refund. But I knew I wasn't going to refund. So after seeing everything, after paying 149, going through those videos, took me I think 3 hours. Very quickly, I went through all those videos and I contacted my mentor, and I knew I wasn't going to refund it because no one comes into such a business and you want to go out. It was better than what I was looking for. Because I was thinking about this Amazon things or blogging, where you have to create stories, to get followers. And I'm not a creator of stories. I'm a speak of the truth, and it's only the truth that sets me free. And I saw a business where you just have to be you. I was like, there isn't anything better because I love being myself. So, and I'm a very honest person. And I saw that everyone I met during this training was an honest person. When you're honest, you see honesty when you see it. So, and then I booked my coaching call. And of course, I knew I didn't have a single coin to start this business. After working for 5 straight years as a teacher and plus the side jobs, I didn't have a single coin on my account saved to start something. And even my husband has been working for almost 30 years nonstop. We don't have any savings. Instead, we have consumer debts, which we don't even know when we're going to pay them off. I was like, this got me so annoyed, nice, holy anger. Like, not, but like, Actually, it was the last straw which broke the camel's back or the horse's back, because I know I thought to myself, I've been working ever since I came to Germany, and the salaries are not bad, but I don't have anything. So many things came into my mind. I was like, what if it wasn't a business? What if I needed this money to save a life of a child or of my mother or of a sibling back home? And I don't have that money. So I was telling myself, this must stop. This kind of living where I don't have any money must stop today. So I told my husband, I told myself first, if I don't do anything differently, nothing is going to change. And I told my husband, if we don't do nothing differently, so from the way we've been doing it up to now, we're going to die in dates. Hmm? So that's how my story was. I looked at this business, I said that is it, and I knew that if I've seen it, I'll also get the money to invest. Believing is very important to me, because it was so good that I knew that the Lord cannot bring this my way if He didn't have a way for me to do it. Yeah. So that's my story. Yeah, that's my story. And how I
Wow.
came across this business.
What an amazing story. Very long story and very beautiful. You know, a pain. Whenever you have a pain, you look for example, here in Africa, we can look for Panadol to reduce the pain.
Yeah.
To reduce the
Or
pain.
some green leaf, bitter leaves.
Yeah, green leaves, you can get some what, you boil it to reduce the pain. Of course, everyone has
Mm.
some pain somewhere, somehow,
Yeah.
but we don't need to keep quiet with the pain. We don't need to just see it and leave it there. We have to look for solution, how we can sort it out. And yes, just you have heard from our guest, no experience uh,
Yeah.
about online business from herself, even from the family background. They don't have business oriented experience. And here she's rocking her own online business, her
Yeah.
own, not another one's company, it's not someone's company. She is doing her own business, and she is rocking it with no experience, and she is now doing it. And I like your story, how you are looking for someone to coach you, someone to mentor you and be paid,
Mhm.
and it was a lot of money. And here in this online business, and no payment for coaching or for mentoring, and it's really amazing. I just want to ask you some question. How did you get the training? What it was we talk about, of course, you start anything, you need to know how you can get started. Of course, you go through the training, you talk about the training.
Mhm.
How can you tell someone who wants to get started? Maybe some people think it's an online business, maybe it's maybe digital business. It needs some people with high computer skills, or in maybe with degree or masters in computer science. Maybe there is coding for the website. Now you are a teacher by profession and you had no experience of online business. How did you get the training?
Thank you, Sandy. First of all, I will say, if at all you can watch us now, you can rock this business. Because if you can watch us, it means you have a Facebook account and an email and maybe a WhatsApp group. So the moment you can watch us now, you can run this business. This is how it was. So when I watched this webinar, I was promised I was going to be trained from zero to hero, because business wise, I was at zero. I'd never done any business. And don't forget, I told you I was looking for online coaching. This online coaching, I was going to do it just as coaching separately. Then afterwards, I had to look for a business idea. And then I said, first of all, they show you the business, how you're going to start it, what you need to start it, and then they unlock your training. Like I said, even if you don't have an email address, they will show you how to open an email address. Of course, an email address is something very basic. Everyone who is watching us has one. So when I got into this training, I was simply amazed. This training's video based. Even if you have some problems with a language or something, you just put one your smartphone here and another phone here. Many people have two phones, or at least a phone and a laptop. So you just put one gadget here and put on the training, and one gadget here and do what they say here. You pause and you do that. You pause and you do. It's like copy and paste, if I should say. So even if you don't know, you don't have any computer skills, and no, it's very motivating to know that what I'm doing right now is not just an online mentorship. And then after this mentorship, I go and look for business or for job. Oh, this is a university course I'm doing, and after that, I'm going to go to look for a job. No, you already, it's like on job learning. You're already a business owner, and you have the course to go through all this. And another amazing thing about our team is, even if you didn't understand something in the training, you have a mentor who will be one of us here if you joined, and you have a coach. On top of that, we have a team, a family, I call it, of over 120,000 people who are very reachable. Sunday and Kathy and have nothing to do with my line of business. We are not connected in business, but we belong to this one family. I sought Sunday out when I saw her because I found her amazing. And I sent a message and I sent a friend request. So our team is like that. You go to the team, to the family, and you watch people. Will you resonate with someone, just they're just a click away, and everyone will come and help. Mm? Everyone will come and help. So you have a training which is very basic, video based and intensive, but at the same time, you have someone to coach you free of charge. Free of charge, Lois, people, free of charge. So this training, and it's not only about training, about the business. Another thing about this training, our masterminds, our Zoom meetings, I don't know how to describe it. Like I told you that working 2 years on a bad job is a long time. You can imagine how my life was when I joined this business. You can imagine how burned out I was. You can imagine how depressed I was. I was really down. And in this training, there is, I will call it a spiritual aspect. This touching of the person, not of the body and the business, but of the person. I met people who had gone through things I've gone through, and they're sharing their experience very openly. And that was the first step. I got healed. So I think within like 2 weeks of being in this business community, my life, even my children told me, Mama, you're very happy these days. So it is not just a training to train the brain and the hand. It's they call it mind and body, mind, body, and soul. So that is what I can say about our training. Very easy to follow. It trains you wholesome, and you meet wonderful people through it. And it's targeted, it's aimed at your success. Nothing, no sideways, no here, no direct to your business, to your life, to your emotions, and to your success eventually. Yeah.
All right, that's amazing. I mean, Asi, where do you get that kind of system that it's really well supported, right? You have mentioned that it's already supported, with the trainings and mentors. But I would ask you something different. But before anything else, I wanna shout out to Emmanuel Ayaba watching us from Ghana, Josephine Nizeyimana, Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, watching us from
Mm-hmm.
US. Oh my God, we're all the way really from
Yeah.
US. Okay, Yolanda
Mm-hmm.
Taramona. Hi, Yolanda. How's the baby? Okay, she's from Zimbabwe. And of course, Rachel Jackson is watching us from South Sudan also. All right, and that's great. That's great. Okay, let's continue. All right. So you have seen that you have the support, trainings are provided, you have a coach, you have a mentor, you have a community. You mentioned this, but I want to take it in
Mm-hmm.
one notch. Those are
Yeah.
external factors, right? And you saw that this is a serious business. This is really
Yeah.
a really legitimate business. What What kind of personal transformation do you have to go through to establish it and form it or place it in a path where you see that yes, this is really working?
So the kind of transformation is actually the mindset change. That is the password of our business, the mindset change. You know, I was tired, I was depressed, I was down, I was battered down, I didn't have any confidence. You know, there is a time actually I asked myself, when did I last smile? Hmm? So, in spite of all this, our business model knows that the moment someone starts looking for something seriously, they are going through something. You know, they are going through something. You know, rich people, millionaires will not come down here to look for online business. They are going through something. Either they are not happy at their work, or their wallets are not happy, like financial problems, or they long to have time to spend with their loved ones, and other things when those needs, human needs, when they're not met, they have an effect on your physical and psychological and emotional life. So I was first bathed into a mindset change. I was showered with love, first of all, acceptance, love. No one asked about my background. No one talked about how I speak my English. No one, nothing, nothing. I was welcomed, and people reached out to me. People sent me lovely messages. People love to hear my story, because when I entered our family, our group, you know, you talk a little bit about yourself, and I saw love, and everyone was talking from their heart, and I didn't say any kind of mistake. You see, I was at work. I've been working for almost 20 years, and I have workmates. And it's amazing how workmates can really pull you down. You know, it's even worse in business, because you're working, you have your assignments, but you know, there is always this one or two persons who are going to pull you down. You're doing this wrong. Of course, they'll only see what you're doing wrong. And that's
Yeah.
what I was going through at my past job. Actually, from the head of the school, she only pointed out what I was doing wrong. And you're pulled down. But again, I waited to see this. I waited to see people saying, I'm better, I've been here longer, this is mine. I didn't see anything. I was just showered in love and acceptance, like I'd never got anywhere apart from my family, where I come from. I'd never got at any workplace. I'd never got, this shower. Like, I call it a shower because for me, I felt showered, and I felt accepted, and I felt at peace. And then I started listening to people, and they were like, if I can do it, many of my business partners say, if I can do it, you can do it. Such a humble statement, because everyone amidst us knows that they are not the best. Most of us come with no experience, with nothing. So people, they don't come to say, you see, do this and this and this. This is what I did because I'm so good. No, say, no, Essie, if I can do it, you can do this. Meaning people put themselves down and say, when I came here, I was a nobody. And when I hear I'm somebody, I cannot forget where I come from. So we are our mindset. We have a mindset training, first of all, through the love which we show each other when we are new, how we receive our new people. Then we have masterminds, real training about what is it. It's a serious business, first of all. Don't take it like a joke, like some game. And then afterwards, serious training comes. Not to give up, always to improve yourself, and so many things. So it's first of all a mindset change game, and which you can only get in our business, only here, only here. You get a new job and your boss wants you to perform perfectly, but they will not give you this welcome, this acceptance, and this motivation. Not always. You have to motivate yourself. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I feel like crying. It's emotional because
Yes.
when I got into this business, I almost I cried. I not almost, but I cried because of the love that I got in this business. In this business is full of love. In other
Yes.
businesses, you find competition with your business partner. You find competition even at job places. You find competition. People reporting
Yeah.
another one falsely. You see that kind of situation. But when I got in this business, I cried. I said, "Oh my God, I got my mentor, and good enough, my mentor is here. She's Kathy, and right from the Philippines, I cried. I said, "Oh my God, such a great heart, such a great love." I asked myself, can these great people also exist even
Yes.
online? We take the online for bad things. We take it for robbing people's money or doing bad things. But I can't imagine this great love in this online business,
Yes.
meeting such persons like me and Kathy and Asi, we are like a family, like we have grown
It
together
was
and stayed together for long. And we met
Yes.
in this online
yeah.
business and many others. Yeah, this is the spirit in this online business. This is and talking deep from your heart, talking the truth, because I always
Yes.
like the truth. I like you, Kathy, Asi. I like always speaking the truth. I don't want to lie.
Yes.
I don't want to speak something to sugarcoat it to make it look good. No,
Mm.
I have to speak it myself. That's why we also come live to show ourselves we are real people doing this online
Yes.
business, doing this, and it's global. As Kathy say, as he said that nobody asked about where she came from. Nobody asked about her background. What she found is
Mm.
all love, and that is all what we found. And Asi, my question is here for you. Since you are a teacher, and I believe you're working now, and there are also people who are doing two, three jobs, and they are running this business. And how did they manage it? And or maybe how did you manage your business? And as you know, with the pandemic, you started during the pandemic when other
Mm.
places shut down, and you're working at the same time running this business. How did you manage it?
Yeah. Actually, when I started this business, like I said, I was unemployed and I was at home and I didn't have money, but I got the money because I believed in it. So, and actually, when I went into unemployment, I told my husband, I don't know if I can go back to work. I felt drained out. I didn't have the energy to go back to work. I was just down. I said, I was battered down. I was at my lowest. And actually, I didn't think I was going to go back to work. So, due through this training of ours, they bathed me, they showered me with love. I regained myself very quickly. So, during the first time when I started this business, I built my system, my business system, and I started on my training. And at that time, I was at home doing this business and at the same time healing. And after about 4 months of starting, 5 months of starting my business, I felt so well, so good that I told my husband, no, I'm going back to work. But this time it was different. I wasn't going back to work because I must go back to work. I was going back to work because I love being a teacher and I love serving. I love my teaching job. And this time around, I had a choice. So I chose a job which is to teach the German language to immigrants, and I work on this job from 8:30 up to 1 every day, Monday to Friday. I had to choose my time because I know that my business has got my back. I didn't go back to any side businesses because for 2 years now I've also been a student. So I'm a student and I'm a teacher of German and I'm running my business at the same time. Those are three tasks plus looking after my family. And of course, I have more time now for my family. So the question was, how do you manage? Our business has an automated system. So after setting up your business, your system and everything, the system is going to run your business without any rest. Or you're sleeping, or you're at work, or you are at the university, or you're cooking, your business will be running in the background. You go back, you go to sleep, and you go to sleep, and you wake up with results. There is nothing as amazing as an automated business. I take it back because, like I told you guys, I say this business must work because even my online dating experience worked because it was somehow a similar system. I just had to put in my details, my own details, and the details of the person I'm looking for. And the system really sorted me out. I met this person whose profile fitted with my profile. So this is our business. It's automated and it's actually going to locate your target business partners. It's not going to bring people to you who are not really like yours. That is automation. It's powerful, my dear people. It's powerful. And if I forget, this is not part of the question, but I'll tell you, if you're watching us and you're skeptical how it doesn't work, things on internet, there's scams. I'm telling you, my marriage is one of the living examples. When I met my husband online, I told some of my close friends that I met this guy online and it seems to be nice. We're still communicating. Some friends were happy for me, but most of them said, Asi, go slowly. Internet is you can be scammed on anything. So that time, because of my faith, I was like, this guy is in Germany and I'm in Uganda. How is he going to scam me? Of course, I didn't have, as a single mother, I didn't have money to send. So, and then time after like 3-4 months, my then boyfriend came to visit. And even my friends saw him with their own eyes, talked with him, they met him, he met my family, but still many friends said, we still don't believe it can't work. So I dated my husband for a full year, and many people said it won't work. My husband came back to Uganda, proposed to me, did a traditional wedding, Ugandan way, and the following day we went for a white dress wedding in the church. My friends came, they contributed, they brought presents, but they still said, we don't think it will work. These things made online, they won't work. And meanwhile, some of my friends were also single and they could use this chance to look for a partner online. So, but they waited really to see, is it going to work? It was after like 3 years in my marriage that some of them came to me and were asking me, I said, give us the link where you found your husband. We think it can work now. And some came, some still said, let's watch and see. A marriage cannot be made online. So we'll be celebrating 10 years in marriage in December. And after almost 10 years, people are still coming who saw us that time, meeting online, dating and marrying. Still people still come back. I say, tell me again, how was the link? Because 10 years later, they're still single.
They lost a lot of time.
Yeah, they lost a lot of time, and these things have shifted. The link which I used to meet my husband is no longer as good as it was because it's now like it has been scammed.
Yes,
it has been hacked. So my business people who are watching us, you have if you're skeptical, it means you need this business. You're thinking about it, your brain is trying to react. That's how you're feeling the skepticism. So it means it is something you could do, it's something for you, and you need it. So don't wait like 10 years later when we're far away to come and say, Sunday, send me that link, like my girlfriends are doing today. Actually, today we are 40. That time we were beginning our 30s. And I was like, if I can give them the link, I can give them other links, but the needs have shifted. It was maybe easier to get a partner at 32 than at 42. You see? So I'm calling upon you, if you're watching us and you're still watching us and you're going to come back and watch, please, Don't waste time. Start today. Ask for our links now so that we grow together.
Yes, that was amazing. Yeah, don't wait for 10 years only to regret,
Mm,
right?
yes.
Don't wait. Now, saying you have heard it all from Azzy, and she's really right. 10 years of happy years, and her friends are stuck there being single again, right? Well, there's not,
They're not,
well,
they're not as
it's
beautiful anymore.
yeah. Well, at the end of the day, right? The road to success, the road to happiness, the road to a better life really depends on how we take action and select the decisions that we make in our lives. And talking about decisions, right? If
Mhm.
you have seen, have heard, the experiences of real lives, real people like Asi is, right? She loves her profession. No one is stopping us. I love my profession also. Sandy also has a
Mhm.
profession as well. She's pursuing also her studies. I'm studying as well, like Asi is. So imagine if we can juggle these things and we don't have to lose 10 years just to be successful. Start making that decision, right? If you have that playing on your mind, hey, if these three girls in front of me that I'm listening for is able to pull out their, from our horrible past, you might say, or let's say
Mhm.
less better, okay? We're in the process of
Yes.
growth, right? Um, do those have a reason why it's playing around your mind, right? So now don't wait for 10 years to just simply
Yeah.
visit our website, right? Don't wait
Mm.
for our, maybe we're millionaires already when you take decisions, right? If you want to start studying, okay, we're not saying you start immediately in one grasp. Study
Yes.
it. The wisest way to be a business owner is to study what you are venturing. If it is genuine or not, you decide. All right. Now
Yes.
we encourage you, of course, if you want to reach out and check out us, of course, I would love to invite you. Take that simple action. Visit our websites at www.sandyandjigoonline.com, www.kathybelike.com, and www.acidigital.com. All right. It's just 90 minutes of your time. You can rewind as much as you can. The important thing is that you're studying it. You're committed to start it because a business is always a commitment. It
Exactly.
didn't happen. Success from our lives didn't happen overnight. Okay, it was
Mhm.
because of the commitment and the trust in the system. If we did it, for sure, so you can. All right, so our websites are flashing. I think it's running below the screen. Take the action now. Now is the right time. Don't wait for 10 years just to feel success. Oh my God. Imagine,
Yeah.
I'm so overjoyed. If hearing her story, I could relate. So I have someone also in online, and even though we're far away, it's really possible. Not all are fake in the online space. You just need to be observant. And as I have mentioned, don't wait. I will repeat, don't wait for the
Don't
opportunity
wait.
to go out. Yeah, don't wait. It's already in front of you. There is a reason why it's in front of you right now. Access our websites. Reach out to Sunday, reach out to Asi, reach out to me, Kathy. Feel free to select whatever we highly recommend to you. All right, you can study it. Study it. If you see potential with it, the next thing is your decision to change your life,
That one.
convert your dreams into reality. And I wanna, of course, shout out to all of our viewers. Thank you for supporting a digital business talk every weekends. We are so happy hearing all of your comments. Please, if you have an episode or a topic that you want us to discuss, please send us in your messages. We love to hear from you. Any comments, and of course, we I hope you enjoyed. You have seen real lives, real success stories, right? From a digital business talk. So, any fast words, and thank you very much, Asi, for ushering us. I was so inspired. I had goosebumps. I mean, I could really feel you. I am so inspired on how things work for you, and I wish all of the success. And for sure, you will reach it. You will crush all of
Yeah,
your goals, and for
yeah.
sure, you will be your business will fly high, soaring high for sure. All right. Thank you,
Amen.
Sandy.
Definitely.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Asi, our special guest for the Digital Business Talk. And thank you, Kathy, for all our audience who are watching us, who have been following us for long. You know, Kathy, someone told me that I have been following you for a year now. So I am so
Mhm.
much excited. Keep following us and keep not only following and remaining there, take action, as Kathy has said. And just want to invite you for our next Digital Business Talk, which is going to happen next Saturday at 8 p.m. East African time. It's going to be 9 p.m. Dubai time. And yes, all of you are invited for our Digital Business Talk. Thank you for promoting, for liking, for commenting, for the love you offer for our Digital Business Talk. And also, not to forget, we have webinars that happen twice a week, and it happens every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can convert that time zone to your whatever time zone you have. Watch the live webinar, and that is the webinar that transformed our life. This is what made us to be business owners. That is what made a great change in our lives and the lives of 100,000 people all around the globe. So you can be one. You can be one. Don't miss out this chance. And yes, I'm so much grateful. And our special guest, your last word, please, for our viewers before we go off. Thank you.
You ladies are so amazing. I can't still believe that I'm here with you. I'm so, so honored. So, my last word is start now. Don't wait for 10 years. And the way to start is to click on one of those lines, well, those websites down there. Start now. Clicking on that website, registering with your name, and watching a 90 minutes webinar is totally free of charge. Totally free of charge. I don't know how many, when you go to TikTok, before you know it, you've watched TikTok videos for about 2 hours. But this is something which is going to change your life, and only 90 minutes of your life. And then after watching it, reach out to that person you signed up from, or if you've not understood everything, but everything is so clear, and research about it and take the decision as soon as you can. Don't wait for 10 years. Start today.
Yeah, guys, thank you. Thank you very much. Kathy, your last word for our viewers.
All right. Yes. Thank you so much, Asi. Thank you so much, Sandy. Thank you, everyone, for watching a Digital Business Talk. Another interesting session, another interesting topic next week. So we hope to see you on my page next week. All right. So we'll see you next week, okay, in a Digital Business Talk.
Yes, see you. Have a
Yeah.
nice time. Bye.
God bless you all. Bye bye.
Thank you